Hello and welcome back to another episode of the FGW podcast. I am your host Faiza Wakili, and on today's episode, we will be exploring the journey of a biochemistry student from Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University, Lapai. Stay tuned and listen to the conversation and the interesting insights she has to give us. So hello, can you introduce yourself to our audience?
My name is Zainab. I school at IBB University.
All right. So thanks for coming to our podcast today. So how has the semester been?
Alhamdulillah, but it has been a hectic one and a stressful one too. But Alhamdulillah, it's actually fun learning there. But nothing good comes easy, as they say. So.
All right. So can you give us your reason for studying that biochemistry?
Biochemistry was not actually what I applied for. I applied for medicine and surgery. So I was offered biochemistry. And now that I'm actually studying the course, so I have no choice but to have passion for the course I'm studying. So
Okay.
I don't really think I have an answer to this question. I'll pass.
Okay. What challenges have you been facing so far?
The challenges, they are not much, but the workload is actually exhausting, actually a bit stressful. And then the lecturers too, please, they're stressing us too much.
Okay, so it's the lecturers that are stressing you. But do you think it's just in your own school? Or do you think the stress is everywhere?
The stress is actually everywhere because so far as you're a science student and then your course is in health line, that's actually how it is.
Okay, so as a student of biochemistry, as a medical student rather, can you tell us how you are able to manage your stress?
I've not been able to manage it because sometimes I'll just feel like giving up. But
okay,
Alhamdulillah, I actually do my best too, and then I'll just pray, leave the rest to Allah. That's what I do. I don't know for other people, but for me, that's what I do. I'll just do my best because in the process, you might even lose it. You would.
Okay, so as a student, talking about stress and managing your time, can you tell, do you have any side hustle that you do apart from being a student?
Yes, there is, but I actually didn't take it to school. But this semester, I'm actually planning to.
Okay, so what business are you doing exactly?
It's actually food. Will I call it? It's just something you could actually dine on.
Okay, so is it more like a catering business?
It's all these loaded fries, masa,
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Okay, so how do you plan on managing your time, balancing your business and your academic?
The academics, most of my lectures used to be on Mondays to Saturdays. So what I'm trying to do is I'll make it based on order.
Okay.
So I'll only deliver during weekends. Order starts on Monday, ends on Thursdays or Friday.
Okay. Do you believe that side hustles is a distraction to students?
It actually comes with mindset. In anything you do, it determines your mindset. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm here to study, and then I want to have my own. I want to own a business of my own. When it's time to study, you study, and then when it's time to do the business, you are going to do the business. I don't think it's a form of distraction to anyone. It's only a form of distraction when you get yourself distracted by either the business or any other social activity.
Okay, as a student, is there any misconception about the course that you're studying that you would like to address?
Yes, there are a lot of misconceptions. Whenever I meet people and then they ask me of my course of study, I tell them I study biochemistry. They'll be like, where do you think you're going to work? Biochemist? It's not a professional course. That's that.
Wow, so people think that it's not a professional course.
Yes. And then there is one thing I want to address. Biochemistry is even more professional than microbiology.
Really?
Yes, we've come to realize that biochemists and med lab scientists own the lab. I don't know where microbiologists belong.
Okay. So you said you don't know where microbiologists belong. So you mean that
Yes,
is it that they don't have a particular area or what?
they might have a particular area,
Okay.
but we come to realize that we actually own the lab because we are more equipped, and we're more we go deeper than they do. Our own practical is not that. Yes, we do more of all the DNA tests and stuff there is in biochemistry again, there is clinical biochemistry, and then biochemistry is the branch of medicine.
Really?
Yes, biochemistry is a branch of medicine, but we don't go deep in the aspect of medicine. Yes, and then it's like a branch. It's actually similar with pharmacy, doctor in pharmacy too. More similar with doctor of pharmacy than medicine, because a biochemist can work in a pharmacy, you can work in a hospital lab, you can work anywhere. World Health Organization, there are a lot of places that you could work. But people think when you're done studying biochemistry with all the sufferness, you'll still not get work. In this Nigeria, all these Nigerians now that will actually be discouraging you with your course of study.
Okay. So there are a lot of discouragement coming about this course.
A lot. So we, the upcoming biochemists, we actually want to prove them wrong, and then we actually want to prove to them that we actually own the lab, not the microbiologists.
Where do you see yourself in the field of biochemistry, like in the next 10 to 20 years?
Well, I see myself in a lab.
Okay.
Because after studying, I actually have it in mind to go for masters in pharmacy. So when I'm done, I see myself in a lab, a well-equipped lab, or in a hospital lab, anywhere with my own employee.
Oh wow! So you're planning on opening your own hospital or lab, rather?
Own lab, yes, inshallah.
Okay. So we have an upcoming biochemist. All right, we look forward to that. All right. So how do you think biochemistry can be used to improve human health and quality of life?
Pharmacists.
Yeah.
Their own field. Let's say medical doctors. I feel their field is to people study medicine and surgery. They do surgeries, and then even the surgery, you have a specific kind of surgery that I do. Some people do CS, some people do brain surgery, heart surgery, and the rest. And then when it comes to health line, doctors are to diagnose. That's what I feel. And then pharmacists are to prescribe drugs because they know drugs and then the content of drugs. Biochemists now will tell you the content of drugs, what and what was used to make the drugs. Biochemistry will tell you about your body system, the way it functions, from the way you take food into your mouth, the way you chew, the way you swallow it, the way you digest it. A biochemist will tell you every single thing, every single process about, up to when the food will finish digesting, you excrete. A biochemist is actually going to tell you about all those things. A lot itself, we touch every single place. He'll tell you about your body system and how it functions. A lot of things.
Okay, so as a student, you have given us your own insight, right, about the misconceptions that people have and all that. So what would be your final advice to students who want to study biochemistry?
We are metabolites. Come to biochemistry, come to light. Don't let anyone tell you a biochemist will not have work to do. Who said so? We'll make it work, inshallah.
Okay, prove them wrong.
Guys, we will prove you guys wrong. They should not worry. Some people don't even know about the course. The course even sounds new to some people. So we want the way microbiologists, medical doctors, and pharmacists are being recognized. Inshallah, we want biochemistry to also be a very recognized course in Nigeria, in the whole wide world, everywhere. They should know that yes, we are biochemists. We are the real people that own the lab. You guys should please come. Don't let anyone intimidate you. All these jambitos that are writing jam now, or the upcomings. Biochemistry is actually a very advisable course to study. We know it comes with different challenges. Everybody will tell you, hey, biochemistry, you will read, you will do this. Yes, nothing good comes easy. You want something good, you have to suffer first before you get it. And inshallah, I promise, the wait will be worth it, and then the suffering will actually be worth it. Because a biochemist coming out with first class upper with honors. Haba.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's actually inspiring. Thank you, Zainab. So thank you so much for tuning into today's episode, dear listeners, and I hope you all had something to pick up from today's pod, where we explore the fascinating journey of biochemistry students with our guests. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel in order to catch up to our next episode. Thank you and have a nice day.